according to the telling stories of Hmong elders which have passed through many generations in Lung Sui commune, that is, hundreds of years ago, their ancestors have came to settle here. It is a wilderness and fertile land which is located in the upstream of the Che River in the north of Vietnam. This area is famous as its name, Lung Sui, Simacai District, Lakai Province. As the view of Hmong indigenous minority people, each territory, a mountain, a forest, a tree, all implicit a sense of governance, the spirits. These spirits are called Long San, meaning terrestrial dragon, Lung San as water dragon. Over generations, the Hmong people in Baka and Simacai regions indicate these places for worshipping the dragon spirits to protect their life in peace and prosperity. The system ensures no conflicts and struggles among villagers by the endorsement of spirituality and whole community. Even though these assertions are still uncodified, everyone knows, understands and follows voluntarily. Thus, the Hmong people in Lung Sui commune have protected their forests and lands much better than other communities in Simacai district. Mr. Vang Siu Pao, headman of Lung San village. The spiritual forests, namely Now Long and Thursday Tea, have been sacred places of whole community to do worshipping. This tradition has been passed through generations. In the past, the community every 3 years offers one buffalo. Now, we only offer one pair of chicken. These forests are well protected. No one dare to violate our rules to cut this forest. However, the market mechanism has a profound impact on every family and every corner of the social life. The increase of government programs on industrial modernization, mining, monoagriculture, commercial plantations and hydropower plant, etc. had abused a huge area of the fertile agricultural land and forest of local communities. These have caused the quickly significant reduction of agricultural land and degradation of natural forest resources. In December 2004, the Ministry of Natural Resources and Environment started the project on cadastral mapping and allocating forest land rights in 8 mountainous provinces in the north of Vietnam. Lakai Provincial Department of Natural Resources and Environment hired a consulting firm on natural resources and environment technology services in Hanoi to conduct this project in whole Lakai province, including Lung Sui commune. Result of this implementation is a map of the parcel on forest land allocation in Lung Sui with scale at 1/10,000th. This map was already confirmed by Lung Sui Communal People's Committee and certified by the Simacai District Office of Natural Resources and Environment in 2006. Simacai District People's Committee, Lakai Provincial Department of Forestry and the Social Policy Ecology Research Institute, SPERI, have cooperated to conduct a pilot on forest allotment in combination with forest land allocation to the Hmong community in Lung San, one of the 7 villages of Lung Sui commune in Simacai district. This project is funded by Norwegian People's Aid, Norway since April 2011. One of the most important steps in this pilot project is the review, assessing the current state of land use and management on the basis of forest land allocation and mapping done by Lakai Provincial Department of Forestry, which is under the project of the Ministry of Natural Resources and Environment in 2004. Result is 36 forest land titles, namely Red Book of Families in Lung San village, are still being stored at the office of Lung Sui Communal People's Committee. This is due to a big contradiction between figures presented on the Red Book, Map of Forest Land Allocation and Registered Cadastral Book.
Kết quả rà soát thì là như chúng tôi có một là rà soát, trước hết là rà soát trên các loại bản đồ và kết quả đó đã có. Thứ hai là rà soát ngoài thực địa.
Coordinator of Sperry on Land Right.
Trên bản đồ ấy thì chúng ta phải dựa
We
trên cơ sở của
conducted
hai
two
bản đồ.
assessments,
Bản đồ thứ nhất
one on the current
là
existing
bản đồ
maps and other in
giao
the
đất giao rừng.
field. For the former, we reviewed two types of map. One is the map of forest land allocation in Lung Sui Commune, which was implemented in 2006. The second is the map of current status of forest in order to allocate for the Management Board of Forest Protection. This map was made in 2008. We found out that, on the map of forest land allocation in 2006, total area of Lung San village is 314 hectares, of which only 60 hectares is allocated for the Management Board of Protection Forest, hereafter called Management Board. However, on the map of current status of forest in 2008, the entire forest area which was allocated to the Management Board of Protection Forest overlaps the whole land area of Lung San village. On the forest land allocation map in 2006, the government already granted land titles to 59 households in Lung San village. However, in accordance with figures and information on the map of current status of forest conducted in 2008, all areas of the allocated forest land to 59 households are classified as Protect Forest and reassigned to the Management Board. Further, on the field check, we found out all spiritual now long and Thursday tea forest of the community are also classified and planned in the area managed by the Management Board. This means that the entire forest land area in Chongche Mountain and part of the mountain behind Lung Sui Communal People's Committee House, which are traditionally and officially belonged to households and community, are now located in the area managed by the Management Board. In front of the increasing request of villagers due to not yet obtaining red books, Semakai District People's Committee assigned its functional offices in collaboration with Sperry to resolve forest land overlapping and disputes, then reallocate and remap to families and community in Lung San. Afterwards, elders and key farmers in Lung San, officials from Semakai Office of Forest Protection, Office of Natural Resources and Environment, Office of Agriculture and Rural Development and Sperry conducted studies on customary law and indigenous knowledge of Hmong in governance and use of natural resources. Elders illustrated and located the positions of the traditional spiritual forests of community on the state maps. Results of these studies show that the forest land area which is being managed by the state-appointed Management Board of Protection Forest overlaps almost traditional community forest lands of Lung San and families. Then, elders strongly requested Lung Sui Communal People's Committee, Semakai District People's Committee under Sperry's advices to reallocate and remap forest land to families and community in Lung San. Main approach throughout the forest land reallocation and remapping is based on the community, that is, values and roles of traditional village leaders and community customary law-based governance. In the same time, this approach created enabling conditions and opportunities for all villagers, all sectors and land users to fully participate in every stage of the project. Everyone is equal to know, discuss, decide, implement and evaluate what were going on in the project. Land users directly measured, marked land borders whilst technicians recorded and checked data via using GPS, then reporting back to land users. Mr. Nguyen Xiu An Han, Vice Chairman of Simacai District People's Committee. In the course of forest land allocation of the previous years, it was mainly delineated on a map and the participation of the people is very limited. Therefore, in January 2011 the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development, MARD, and Ministry of Natural Resources and Environment, MORE, issued a joint circular number 07/TTLT/2011 to allocate forest and allot forest land to different users including household individuals and communities. This circular is very suitable to the will and aspirations of the people. Therefore, the Lao Ki Provincial Authority assigned Simacai District People's Committee in collaboration with Sperry to conduct a pilot related to the above joint circular in Lung San Village, Lung Sui Commune. We found out that there are big differences between community-based forest land reallocation and mapping in this pilot compared with that of the previous year. Firstly, by this method, all conflicts over forest land between the management board and households which are caused by the previous allocation are now radically resolved. Secondly, over nearly 20 years ago, the critical issues in relations to lack of suitable opportunities and conditions for indigenous minority communities to improve their capacity in the course of development, ensures their rights to forest land, as well environmental justice have been taken by Sperry into reality. Local communities in the Sperry's project sites have set up strong networks of capable key farmers and their organizations. They are confident to decide their own development towards a sustainable life which respects the mutually interactive balance between nature and human. Sperry's orientation is to support the establishment of biodiversity models in different indigenous minority communities at the village level, in which values and functions of particular local landscape and cultural identity of each community are being nurtured and integrated. Achievements and lessons from this process which respects local values, conditions and promotion of democratic participation become examples for the government at all levels to consider and take into policy making and implementation.